Hello everyone. Tonight I am gonna be doing some talking about beer, and I will be reviewing the stout and discussing taste, body, and taste. So unfortunately, I don't have any of this one left. But I'm still gonna go ahead and read the information on the box and stuff like that. I really like these boxes and the sounds that they make. And obviously the art is very neat. Alright. So the first one that we have here is called Coquitous. I think that the first thing you notice is the wonderful colors. And the art, I think that's what drew me to trying these out. So here you'll notice there is a somewhat evil looking man with horns coming out here, and on top we see a skull. And so it's spelled K-O-K-U. And so this one was a rye whiskey barrel aged imperial stout with cacao nibs. And this was a box that came with two 12-ounce cans. There's the top. This is by Martin House Brewing Company. And so I will go ahead and read the back of the box for you. Intense rye whiskey about the beer, the river Coquitous. I'm certain I'm saying that wrong. Is a cold and dismal place in Dante's Inferno. It's a treacherous body of water and ice that surrounds Hades and has trapped thousands of souls. At Martin House, Coquitous is our intense barrel-aged imperial stout with cacao nibs. We aged this brew for 4 to 6 months in rye whiskey barrels to balance out the aggressive barrel flavor. Cacao nibs were added. This beer is not to be taken lightly. It's said that the river is the main resting place for traitors and wrongdoers. One thing is for sure, do not turn your back on Coquitous. More beer than a bomber. Historically, most barrel-aged beers you'll find are available in a glass bottle format called a bomber. While a bomber might look fancy, it offers very little advantage when compared to cans. Cans are easily portable, more recyclable, and also block out harmful light rays. Most importantly, you get 2 extra ounces in this box than you would in a traditional bomber, as this box contains 2 12-ounce cans. So enjoy one now and give another to a friend. You could also cellar this beer in a nice cool spot. Drink up and cheers to the future of barreled aged beers. Made in Texas by Texans. So, personally, I do not like whiskey barrel aged anything. So I did not like this one. But that's okay, because you just hand it over to someone who does. So this one has 14%. I would like to call these types of beers like a one and done. You don't want to. This is not a beer that you drink on throughout the night. You enjoy one, enjoy the flavors, and move on. Alright. So now I will be discussing the sour. Personally, I love sours. I think they're very, very delicious. Alright. So here we have very lovely art. We have a woman here with bright yellow and reflective glasses. She is making a stank face. And this is called the Castaway Painkiller. It is a rum barrel aged imperial fruited sour. At 9.1%, this one also contained 2 12-ounce cans. And so here's the side. And here's the other side. I don't typically make super intentional ASMR videos, I simply found the sound and sensation of this box to be absolutely wonderful. And so on the back, you can see here it is in orange, pineapple, coconut. About the beer. Her plane went down. She was trapped on a deserted island, left to fend for herself against nature's unknown, armed with only a machete and a half-empty airplane-sized bottle of rum. There were no calls for Wilson in this story. The Castaway painkiller is our rum barrel-aged imperial pineapple sour, with which we added orange and coconut. I love coconut. Coconut everything, honestly. The rich vanilla notes from the rum barrels pair perfectly with the juicy and refreshing fruits. It's a tropical adventure for your taste buds. Fans of our barrel-aged fruited sours are sure to enjoy the Castaway painkiller. And then at the bottom is the same thing that the previous box said about bombers versus cans. And we're going to go ahead and use this glass and give it a taste. So here's what the can looks like. Brewed and canned by Martin House Brewing. It says here, this imperial sour ale was brewed with an immense amount of orange, coconut, and pineapple puree, aged 6 months in fresh rum barrels, brewed on November 28th, 2021. And now, 2022. All right. Now let's give it a taste. So, one of the first fruity flavors that hits the tongue is definitely the pineapple, in my opinion. And the coconut kind of just hangs out in the background the whole time. And it feels like a strong orange finish. And obviously is sour. You definitely get the slightest taste of rum in this as well. This is a lot going on for a beer, I feel. Lots of purees, orange, pineapple, coconut, with the fact that it is also a sour, but I think that everything came together quite nicely. I don't know anything about pairing. Pairing alcohols or wines or beers or anything like that. But if I wanted to eat something and drink this with it, it would probably be something very American, honestly. Or I guess when I say that, I mean like easy greasy food, I guess. I don't know. And so as far as smells go, yeah, the coconut and the pineapple are what I smell, and orange I don't necessarily smell, but once again, the orange is the lasting flavor. Leaves your tongue feeling very like, you know? Excellent. Now, we have Hakutaku. Also, fairly certain this is not how you pronounce it, but it's how I would read it. Hakutaku. So I would consider this one to have a monstrous face with 3 eyes. We have 1, 2, 3, I assume, has a chipped fang, a septum piercing, and a part that goes down the middle. I suppose all of these suit him very well. All of these things. Now this is a stout, a whiskey barrel aged imperial rice stout. So this one is 12.5%. And so now I'm going to read the back. Hakutaku are wise beasts that resemble white oxen. They have 9 eyes and 6 horns. Hakutaku live in remote mountains of Japan and are knowledgeable about all things. They are extremely rare, only manifesting during the reign of a wise and virtuous leader. A Hakutaku's appearance is considered to be an extremely good omen. For our 9th anniversary beer, we let the legend of the Hakutaku guide the process. To honor its Japanese heritage, we added rice to the stout and used a yeast called sake. Number 9. The beer is essentially a sake-inspired imperial stout aged in bourbon barrels. To further recognize the number 9, we brewed 90 barrels of this beer in 3 batches with 3 separate mashes per batch for a total of 9 mashes. That's a lot for the repetition of the number 9. So I'm going to be honest, I didn't pick this one. I'm not a fan of whiskey barrel aged things, and I don't like sake. I know. So I'm going to give this a taste and just give it an honest review of what I think of it. I have a habit of ordering or buying drinks that I know I won't like just to see if anything has changed. I hate cucumber, and of course I one time purchased cucumber soda and it tasted exactly the way I thought it would, and it was disgusting. And I think recently I went to a brewery in Colorado and I wanted a cider, but all they had was a pickle juice cider, and that actually wasn't bad. So I hate pickles, so yeah. Hakutaku. Whiskey barrel aged. So this is a rice stout aged in bourbon barrels, inspired by the number 9. If anyone knows the difference between whiskey and bourbon, keep it to yourself. I'm so sorry. Okay. There you go. So that's what the can looks like. I also love the sensation of the can, you can tell that this isn't printed directly onto the can. It is like a wrap, and they place it around. So So I just want to note that I smelled that whiskey smell simply from pouring the can. I smelled that. And let's go ahead and smell a bit more. So, okay. Based simply off of smell, there is something that smells. I feel like stouts are kind of heavy. They almost feel like a meal, like a dessert meal to me sometimes. There is something in here that smells light, like it's up here. And typical, let's say, cacao nib stout is quite heavy. There's a light smell. It smells nice. So, I have no idea what it is. Alright, I'm going to take a sip. Okay. Wow. I am very pleasantly surprised. I thought I wasn't gonna like that. This is very good. Let me go ahead and take one more sip before I comment on it. Okay. So, typically I also feel stouts linger on the tongue. This is a very quick flavor in, quick out, but not to the point. Have you ever had a beer that was like you were tasting it and it wasn't done, but the flavors just tapered out? So this is not that. It just feels like your flavors came in and they left. So I'll go ahead and do that again. You take a sip and the flavors come in and they come out. And it is a very fluent sensation in your buds. Taste buds, that is. I'm getting excited, sorry. Alright, so I have had this one one time, the other can, and enjoyed. This is a very candid taste testing. I am so surprised. And if I had to pick a winner, it would be this one. I did not see that coming. It's probably the sake that lightened it up, but I'm not super confident in saying that. All right. That's quite delicious and light. It's not super thick and heavy. It's a bright stout. A bright stout is how I feel. And I didn't bring anything to clear my palate, so I'm just gonna very, very fruity. So if you're not into fruity things, this one probably won't do well. Although I feel if you like sour things, you'll probably enjoy this because fruits are sour. Can I tell you guys a secret? Please don't tell anyone. Alright, so this was so relaxing to you. I knew it was. Flavors go in and then they come out. This one definitely has more of a lingering flavor. So these flavors, they're gonna come in and they gonna stay. And then they gonna go out. So I'll do that again. The flavors go in and then they gonna stay. And then they go out. So thank you so much for watching.